the Congregation of the Sisters of Christian Education. It was founded in 1817 in Normandy, France, by Father Louis Le Fosse. After his ordination, he was appointed priest in a small village in Échauffour in Normandy.
He was a remarkable man. He was a very zealous priest whose total and wholehearted dedication to the service of God energized his whole life. He was a man of joy and serenity, and of faith, of prayer, and he had a deep devotion to Our Lady. Father Le Fosse had an intuitive knowledge of the human heart, and that meant that he could reach out and speak to people in a language that they could understand.
There was a great upheaval politically in France, and the church and the people were very divided. Some clergy took the oath of allegiance to the government, and then some were loyal to Rome. After his ordination, Father Le Fosse decided to take the allegiance to the government, but it was a decision he bitterly regretted. He retracted the oath and was sent to prison for quite some time and in exile.
He was very marked by the effects of the French Revolution on society and on his own error of judgment. This meant that he spent his whole life searching for the truth. He wanted that in his schools as well, because he felt this truth would set you free. Because he was so appreciated for his preaching that he was much in demand. And then when he started to teach the children, they said, this man is different. He has different values, he has different methods. And they were asking him, would he help here or would he help there? And that's when he realized, I can't do this alone.
At that time, he was very concerned about the educational system, especially amongst young girls. So he decided, with the help of 4 women, to train them as teachers. After some time, they decided that they would like to dedicate their lives, and so asked Father Le Fosse if they could become religious sisters. With his agreement and with the approval of Rome, they took their vows in the parish church at the statue of Our Lady in Échauffour on the 21st of November 1817. And in 1821, we got approval from Rome for the establishment of the Congregation of the Sisters of Christian Education.
His parishioners and the students he taught and the sisters saw him as somebody who valued them for who they were and for the mission that they would carry on in the future. Father Le Fosse, he wanted to create an environment, a happy and a joyful environment for learning, where the students could feel valued for who they were and felt that they could contribute.
He wanted schools to be a happy place. He wanted religious to be happy. And a key phrase of his was, serve the Lord joyfully and wholeheartedly.
By the time the founder died in 1839, the congregation flourished and many schools were established in France.
When we see the schools today, we see that his values are still there, but they take on a modern aspect. There are very many pastoral care systems in the school so that no girl can feel neglected or isolated. And we would like to think that we're open and that people of all backgrounds, all cultures would feel at home here in the school. And I think that's one of the important, that they feel at home.
Soon afterwards, foundations were made in England, America, Africa, Ireland, and South America. It was always the desire of the sisters to come to Ireland, and the Archbishop at the time requested the sisters to come to Dublin. So in 1953, Our Lady School Turnier opened with 29 pupils, girls from 8 to 12. And over the years, the junior school, then a senior school, was established. In 1956, a small boarding school was opened in Rathnew, County Wicklow. It was always great joy to meet past pupils from different generations saying that their school days were one of the happiest days in their lives. I myself was a pupil of Our Lady School. We were one of the first schools to have extracurricular activities after school.
I was really impressed by the different clubs, the different societies. There were all sorts of arts and crafts and sport. There was even an astronomy club, complete with telescope to watch the stars. Today, if you walk around the school after school hours or during lunch hour, you'll see that the same activities are there, that they're full of life. There's a buzz, there's an enthusiasm in the school.
It was the sisters' humanity that really impressed me. As a result, when I left school, I joined the congregation.
In Our Lady School, the school motto since the beginning in 1953 was the Latin Maria Vitae Porta, which means Mary, the gate of life. And it acknowledges that life is a journey, that Maria, Mary, the mother of Jesus, would be a guiding principle in the lives of the pupils. It's Our Lady School, so that's been significant to us.
Family spirit was really important for Father LaFosse, and he wanted it in all of his schools. Now that the school is much bigger and the communities have gone down a little bit, one sister in the community takes responsibility for a year group.
We have classes that we're Anam Carata. The girls come down, they visit us. So there is that connection, and that connection will continue into the future for as long as it's possible.
Father LaFosse would want to see women taking their place in society. Now the school has a wall of inspiration, and past pupils and present pupils who have made a difference in society are inducted onto that wall of inspiration, and they can be seen. If you go into the school, you can see this wall of inspiration. I think the students feel if they can do it, so can we. I think talking to present students and past students, the house system really has been important. So the school is divided into 5 smaller units. Each house has one class from each year group. They have their own identity. They have a saint's name, but they also have their house mascots.
I'd like to say why there is the Lakelia Trust. A group of congregations, all in the same situation, came together. We were really the founding members of the Lakelia Trust. There were meetings, discussions that took place over a number of years to look for a way forward, to look for something that would secure our schools into the future. From the start, it was obvious that even though we were 14 different congregations, we all shared the same fundamental principles. Each school had its own story, that each school had its own founding charism, its own ethos, and that there would be respect and a nurturing of what was different and significant and part of the heritage of the individual schools. As regards our hope for the future of the school, that's well secured. The legacy is being lived out in the day-to-day. Michaela Trust is faithful to everything that our sisters would have started in the school. We would want the pupils who've been in the school to always stand up for what they believe in, that they could be innovators where there's inequality, where there's injustice, that they would have learnt in school the importance of those values. It's with a great sense of gratitude for the past, gratitude for the present, and going into the future, gratitude for the wonderful people in the Lecalia Trust who continue to support Catholic education, who support the values of the Sisters of Christian Education in their school. The Lecalia Education Centre is built on the land that we donated to the school. So there's a real sense of a legacy and a heritage in that, and to honour the sisters who faced very difficult and challenging times in 1953 when they first came over to Ireland to found the school.